Did you know that missing just one tiny vitamin can triple your risk of falling after 60? Let me share a number that truly stopped me in my tracks. According to a study published in Neurology, older adults with low B12 levels were 3 times more likely to fall and nearly guaranteed to have trouble walking steadily. And in the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology, seniors who took vitamin D3 correctly before bedtime increased their leg strength by 19% and reduced their fall risk by 34% in just 12 weeks. But perhaps no one's ever told you that, and there's a reason why these vitamins don't generate profits for the healthcare industry. Hello there, I'm Dr. Richards. I've worked in medicine for over 3 decades, and if there's one thing I've come to believe more deeply with every passing year, it's this: after 60 leg strength doesn't come from the gym, it comes from sleep. You can walk every morning, you can stretch, take expensive supplements, try all kinds of routines. But if you miss the golden window of recovery, the hours you sleep, your legs will quietly, steadily continue to weaken. Let me help you visualize something. Each night while you sleep, your body goes to work behind the scenes. It patches torn muscle fibers. It rebuilds damaged nerves. It may feel like you're resting, but your body is working hard, just to help you walk again tomorrow. But here's the unfortunate truth. Your body can't repair what it doesn't have the materials for. And after 60, most of us are missing exactly 3 essential nutrients that your legs rely on for restoration. I'm talking about vitamins B12, D3, and K2. Not the ones in flashy commercials, not the overpriced multivitamin pills, but foundational nutrients backed by dozens of clinical studies shown to restore nerve function, rebuild muscle, and reduce falls in seniors. So no, I'm not here to scare you. I'm here to hand you a small tool, a simple nighttime habit that could change the way you walk for the next 10, 15, even 20 years. If you've noticed your legs slowing down, if you wobble just a bit when stepping out of bed, or if you simply lost trust in your own stride, then I believe this video could be your first step in taking that back. Now, let's dive into the first vitamin, the one that silently reconnects the nerves between your brain and your legs, and which, without you knowing, may have been fraying for years. A large-scale study published in Neurology in 2017 tracked over 2,500 adults over the age of 60. The results: those with low vitamin B12 levels had a 60% higher risk of falling and were 3 times more likely to struggle with walking compared to those with healthy B12 levels. Honestly, that didn't surprise me. In my years of practice, I've seen far too many older adults lose their balance, their coordination, even their confidence, all because of one small deficiency they didn't even know existed. You see, vitamin B12 isn't just a nice-to-have supplement. It's a lifeline, the vital connection between your brain and your legs. Without enough of it, the signals from your brain can't reach your calves, your knees, or the soles of your feet. The result: wobbly steps, shaky knees, numbness in the feet, and painful cramps in the middle of the night. I'll never forget Mr. Samuel, a 72-year-old patient who came to see me barely able to walk without a frame. He told me, "Doctor, I eat well. I take care of myself, but my legs are giving out on me and I don't know why." We ran some tests and sure enough, his B12 levels were extremely low. What's more, he had no major digestive issues, no underlying disease. Here's the truth. After 60, your body's ability to absorb B12 from food drops sharply. Your stomach needs hydrochloric acid to release B12 from protein, but that acid production declines with age. So even if you eat meat, eggs, or fish every day, your body might still be starving for B12 without you realizing it. And it gets worse. Low B12 also erodes the myelin sheath, the protective coating around your nerves. Once that coating breaks down, your brain can't send the simple message "stand up" or "take a step to your legs" anymore. This is why many seniors show early signs that look like Parkinson's, but in reality, it's just a B12 deficiency that went unnoticed for too long. The good news: the solution is surprisingly simple. We started Mr. Samuel on 1,000 hours mcg of methylcobalamin B12 taken sublingually under the tongue about 30 minutes before bed each night. Why sublingual? Because the digestive system isn't always reliable after 60. Sublingual B12 bypasses the gut and goes straight into your bloodstream fast and effective. 2 weeks later, Mr. Samuel called me, his voice full of joy. "Doctor, I walked around my backyard this morning, alone, first time in months. I wasn't surprised. That's what happens when you give your body the right fuel at the right time. So if you've been noticing numbness in your feet, slower steps, or the need to hold on to something when getting out of bed, then maybe you're not getting weaker because of age. Maybe you're weakening because that neural connection from brain to leg is quietly breaking down. Start tonight. 1 tablet of methylcobalamin B12 under your tongue before bed. No swallowing, no digestion, just let it melt. Simple as that, and it could be the first step back to the strong, steady legs you once had. A study published in the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism in 2020 revealed something remarkable. Older adults with low vitamin D3 levels who took D3 at night reduced their risk of falling by 34% and increased their leg strength by 19% in just 12 weeks. So why does this matter so much? Most people, when they hear vitamin D3, think of bones. Yes, D3 helps absorb calcium, but what even some of my fellow doctors rarely mention is this D3 also plays a critical role in building and repairing muscle. I remember a patient named Laura, 66 years old. She came to me constantly complaining of leg fatigue, not after long walks or hikes, but after something as simple as a trip to the grocery store. "It's strange, doctor," she told me. "One lap around the store and I feel like I just climbed a mountain." Her blood work showed a severe deficiency in vitamin D3, so I explained something that many people don't realize. After the age of 60, our skin loses up to 75% of its ability to produce vitamin D3 from sunlight. Even if you get 30 minutes of sun a day, it might not be enough. And if you live in low sunlight regions or regularly wear sunscreen, the odds of deficiency go even higher. But here's the real kicker. D3 doesn't just build muscle, it reduces chronic inflammation inside muscle tissue, which causes that aching, tingling feeling in your calves at night. And most importantly, D3 works best when taken at night, aligning with your body's natural growth, hormone release and muscle recovery cycles during sleep. I prescribed Laura 2,000 IU of D3 taken every evening before bed, along with a small amount of healthy fat, a spoonful of almond butter, or a few walnuts. Nothing complicated, just consistency. A month later, she returned smiling. "I'm no longer waking up with aching legs, and in the morning, I feel stronger." You see, D3, when taken at the right time, isn't just the sunshine vitamin. It's a recovery tool, a quiet mechanic that restores your muscles and bones while you sleep. And I want you to remember, this muscle isn't built while you're exercising, it's built while you're sleeping. So if you wake up tired, your legs still sore, or going up the stairs is harder than it used to be, it might not be that you're getting weaker. It might simply be that your body doesn't have the fuel it needs to repair itself overnight. Start tonight. 2,000 to 4,000 IU of D3 taken 20 to 30 minutes before bed, with a little healthy fat, that's all it takes. Don't let vitamin D be just the bone vitamin. Let it become the silent worker that rebuilds your legs every night, one step at a time. In 2021, a study published in the journal Nutrients revealed something remarkable. When older adults took vitamin K2 daily, after just 8 weeks, their thigh muscle strength increased by 21% and their balance improved by 31% without changing their exercise routine. Yes, you heard that right. No extra workouts, no powerful medications, just one forgotten nutrient quietly doing its job. You see, most people know vitamin K as the blood clotting vitamin, but that's vitamin K1 found in leafy greens. Vitamin K2, especially the MK7 form, plays a very different but absolutely critical role. It tells calcium where to go. I often call K2 the guide in the dark. It doesn't build bone directly. It doesn't make you feel stronger overnight. But it decides whether calcium goes where it's needed or where it causes harm. Without K2, calcium can end up in all the wrong places: your joints, arteries, soft tissues. The result: stiff legs, aching knees, nighttime cramps, even clogged vessels. I remember a patient, Mr. Raymond, age 70. He told me, "Doc, I've been taking my calcium and D3 like clockwork, but my knees still hurt. My calves are numb, and stairs are getting harder." I asked, "Are you taking K2? He paused, shook his head. "Never heard of it." We started him on 100 mcg of K2 MK7 each night, taken together with D3 after a light dinner. 4 weeks later, he came back and said, "I'm not calling it a miracle, but in the morning my legs aren't stiff like before. I feel lighter, walking's easier." I smiled and said, "That's not magic. That's science and a little patience." Here's what makes K2 even more special. It activates a protein called osteocalcin, which helps calcium bind to your bones and helps your muscles use glucose more efficiently. That's especially important if you have prediabetes or circulatory issues. And here's the beautiful part. K2 and D3 work best together. Think of D3 as the carrier. It gets calcium into your bloodstream. But K2 is the driver. It takes that calcium to your bones instead of letting it wander into your joints or arteries. Without K2, high doses of D3 can sometimes backfire, leading to joint pain, kidney stones, or soft tissue calcification. So here's what I want you to remember. Strong legs don't just need strong muscles, they need strong bones. And strong bones are built when calcium goes to the right place. You don't have to eat natto every day or hunt down rare Japanese foods. All it takes is one small K2 capsule MK7 form each night with your D3. Not much, just consistency. Your body already knows how to heal. It's just waiting for the right material at the right moment. And sometimes a steady step tomorrow starts with one small vitamin tonight. If you've made it this far, you're probably wondering, so where do I start? How do I take these vitamins, and in what way to actually feel a difference? Well, I'm not going to give you a complicated schedule. I believe that gentle consistency is always more powerful than flashy, short-lived changes. And what I'm about to share is what I recommend to my own patients and also how I care for my own legs every night. Step 1. Create a sleep tray so you won't forget. Next to my bed, I keep a small tray. On it, I place 1 sublingual methylcobalamin B12 tablet, 1 vitamin D3, 2,000 or 4,000 IU, 1 K2 MK7 capsule, 100-200 mcg, a small glass of water, a little notebook to jot down a few thoughts before sleep. When you see that tray each night, your body will gently remember, this is healing time. Step 2. Take them in the right order and at the right time. B12. Take first around 30 minutes before bed, at least 2 hours after dinner. Let it dissolve under your tongue. No food needed, just let it melt. D3 plus K2. Take together about 20-30 minutes before bed with a little healthy fat, like a spoon of almond butter, a few walnuts, or a small slice of cheese. I usually take mine while brewing my evening chamomile tea. No need to be fancy, just consistent. Step 3. Combine with 3 small evening habits. 1. Don't let your stomach get in the way of your legs. Keep dinner light and early, ideally before 7 p.m. A little protein like boiled eggs, steamed fish, or vegetable soup, and some greens are enough. If your body isn't busy digesting, it can focus on repairing your muscles and nerves while you sleep. 2. Hydrate the right way. Don't let nighttime leg cramps be caused by simple dehydration. Drink a small glass of water every 90 minutes during the day and stop drinking 1 hour before bed to avoid bathroom interruptions. I like to add a slice of lemon or cucumber to make it more enjoyable. 3. Gentle movement to wake the blood in your legs. Before bed, spend just 3 to 5 minutes doing a few simple moves. Light leg swings while sitting, ankle circles, Heel raises beside the bed. Slowly 10 times. You don't need to exercise. This is just a way to tell your muscles we're still here. Let's recover tonight, and the most important part. It's not how much you do, but how regularly you do it. Most of my patients don't feel anything in the first few days, but after 2 or 3 weeks, they call me with surprise in their voice. "Doctor, I got up this morning and didn't have to hold the edge of the bed. My calves don't feel so heavy anymore. I just smile, because I know their legs are healing, quietly, night after night, bit by bit. And you can start the same way. 1 sublingual B12, 1 D3 and K2 together, a bit of healthy fat, a quiet night, a recovery routine. No one needs to know. No one needs to remind you. It's just you and your legs learning to trust each other again." Dear friend, we've just walked through 3 nutrients that may seem small, but if you truly listen, you'll understand. They are not just vitamins. They're quiet craftsmen waiting for a chance to rebuild your legs each night in the peaceful silence of sleep. After 60, strength no longer comes from pushing harder. It comes from gentleness, from listening to your body, and from small choices repeated each day. 1 B12 under your tongue before bed. A soft glow of D3 and K2. A gentle stretch, a sip of water. A quiet night. I won't promise you'll feel different overnight, but I've seen hundreds of people just like you start quietly, and after a few weeks they no longer felt limited by their legs. They got out of bed in the morning without fear, and I want that for you, not just for the sake of health, but for something deeper, freedom, the freedom to walk wherever you choose, at an age when many think it's too late. If this video gave you even one new insight, or simply reminded you that your body can still heal, hit the like button, share it with a loved one, or leave me a comment below. How old are you now? What vitamins do you take at night? And which one will you start with today? My team and I read every comment, and will do our best to reply with personal tips just for you. And if you want to keep going on this journey, to keep your legs, heart, and brain strong with age, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, because I'll be back with more simple, practical, age-tailored insights written just for you. You don't need to rush. You just need to know that every night you can do something small, so that tomorrow you walk just a little lighter. I'll see you in the next video, wishing you a peaceful night and a strong, confident morning on your own 2 feet.